Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to learn how to use AI generators to create cool little minimalistic sticker illustrations. There will be some touch-ups involved in Photoshop, and this kind of proves the point that even though AI generated artwork is getting really good, I think knowing Photoshop or Illustrator and whatnot will always remain relevant. So these are 6 of my finished examples, and you'll be putting yours on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So that way you could then print it on like a vinyl sticker sheet or something like that, where they're all kind of nice and organized, and then cut them out, individually as necessary. So let me close out of this file. This is again what your finished sticker paper will look like, and I want to show you the designs directly out of the AI generator that I'll be going over in about another minute. So this one right here is my first one. This is my second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. You'll notice that 6 fit really nicely on a page. The other thing that you'll notice that's different about these is they don't have those outlines. I think those outlines add a really, really nice effect, and you can try to have the AI outline the sticker. As in this one right here, you'll see a subtle white outline. However, to get that cool seamless style, Photoshop handles that much better than the AI generator will. All right, let's close out of that and get into the AI generator. So using a web browser like Safari or Google Chrome, I'm going to open it up in Safari. We're going to be using a website a couple times this year called playgroundai.com. This is the homepage here where you can see other generated content. You will need to sign up. I think up here in the top left, if you've not already done so, it'll have like a sign in or sign up feature. You can just use your Downingtown school account. There is no email verification, so you just type in your account and make a new password or use the same one if you want, and you're good to go. When you are, where it says create right here, you're just going to hit create. It's loading. There we go. Let me go over this again if I haven't done so already. If I have, we can skip over this. On the right side here, where it says model, you're going to want to leave that at Stable Diffusion 1.5. Image dimensions for this project go to 512 by 512 for a perfect square. Also, I'm scrolling right here, just in case you guys don't know. On a MacBook that we're using, you're going to play, or not push, but place 2 fingers on the trackpad and swipe, and you'll see that it moves up and down, just in case you don't know. Prompt guidance, leave that at 7 by default. Quality, I like anywhere between 30 and 45. If you go over 50 and do too many generations, it'll prompt you to pay for this. It will give us 1,000 generations daily for free. So I just leave it a little bit below 50. It doesn't seem to make a huge difference. Last but not least, this one's leave seed alone as well. Right now we can't even edit it anyway. Number of images, 4. That way you can just generate more at once and get different options. All right, on the left, you will see filter. This is why I recommend using Stable Diffusion 1.5. Where it says Rev Animated, it might say none for you by default. You can click in here and look at all these different options. Now, I've tried quite a few, and the one that I get the best results out of are Rev Animated. However, they do also take the longest to generate out of these, so for me, the wait is worth it, but feel free to play around with any of these filters. They give you a very different aesthetic. All right, prompts. I'm going to include a list of these in Schoology after I make this video of other helpful prompts, or we'll screen pause here later or something. But some of these are really important. So the first thing that you want to do, no matter what ideas you want to generate, is you want to do a parentheses like this, a left parentheses. And then you're going to just type sticker design of, and then this is where you can kind of do anything you want. But this way, it gets you started off right. We're going to do a cute frog. And then I'll end the parentheses. Afterwards, I'm going to do a comma. So let me talk about what the parentheses and the comma does. The parentheses will make that statement or part of the prompt the most important part. Everything afterwards is secondary. I mean, it's obviously still going to take it into consideration, but it will do a sticker design of a cute frog no matter what. So other things that I want in this, I want it to be minimalistic design. That's another really good prompt. I want high saturation. That means like a good amount of color. I'll even do colorful. And Another one, if you want more of like cutesy design things, is Chibi, Chibi art style. This is an optional one. This gives you more cartoony kind of look, or you could do cartoon art style as well. The last one that I just always seem to have better success with is trending on ArtStation. ArtStation's a website that has a bunch of graphic designers on it, and it literally pulls from like the aesthetic going on over there. So far, it's always improved my prompts. If you want certain things excluded, you can turn this on and type in what you don't want. But I'm just going to leave that off for now. This thing here, image to image, we're going to get into that in just a second here. Let's generate our first ones, though. This is important coming up. I'm going to hit generate, and we'll see what I get. While these are generating, let me hop over to this tab here. Sticker ideas. Where did I get the cute frog idea? Right here. If you're struggling with ideas, I just literally Googled sticker ideas, went to images, scrolled around, and be like, oh, that's cool. I'll make my own and see what's what. You can look at what other stickers are out there. You can try for copyrighted characters like I could do, like I did Link from Zelda. The AI will tweak or make it a little weirder though, so just be warned at that. But what's great about this is that you're getting a unique design that is yours and yours only. This guy's probably the best of these four, so I'm going to go with him, and we're going to go to, when you find one that you like this one, where it says actions right here, you can then find all these other things in here. The one that you want is create variants. Watch what this does. This will generate 4 more based off of this frog. If you look over here, see where it says this little frog right there? It's using that image to kind of give me 4 more that are somewhat similar, and boom, now I have one that I really like. This guy's, you know what, hold on, I kind of like this guy better. He's a little chubbier. I'm going to go over one more design coming up in a second, going over this little image right here. But when you start a new, fresh idea, see how if you hover over it, this little trash can right here, you're going to want to delete it. So I'll get back to that in just a second. When you do like your design, again, under actions, you will find an option called remove background right here. So let me hit remove background. And just wait for this to kind of go through its thing. And then we're going to hit download. This will go into your downloads folder, and we'll get into that again in a second as well. But let's just click somewhere else to go back out, and let's generate another idea. Now, you're going to want to hit this trash can, but watch what happens if I don't. Instead of editing the entire prompt, maybe I don't want the chibi art style this time, so I'll kind of like select that, delete that, and then I will do... I wanted another astronaut one. Astronaut. Let's do futuristic. All right, and then I'm going to hit generate. I'm going to get this weird mix of this frog and this prompt. I just want to show you why it's important to delete this. Or maybe you get something cool, but do you see how I kind of got this like weird frog astronaut? Now this one's actually pretty sick. I actually might keep that. That's crazy that I got lucky there. But watch the difference, right? I'm going to delete this photo over here on the left, remove it, and then I'm going to hit generate again. And I bet you I don't get frog astronauts this time. Well, at least I hope I don't. Yeah, way different, right? Now, I could add, these are very detailed ones, so maybe I could try something else. Let's take away trending on ArtStation, and then let's also do flat colors somewhere in there. Flat colors will not give you blended colors. This will be very cartoon style, I would imagine. And we'll end there. But honestly, the frog astronaut one, looking pretty good right now. Oh, this one's cool. These are cool. I'm gonna go this one actually, I think, over. No, I'm gonna actually stick with the frog astronaut. All right, so now that I like this one, I'll hit, this is a good review, actions. And then we are going to do remove background. Got a pretty good result there. I'll hit download. We'll click off. Now, let's just say you have all of your designs done. Where they went to downloads, right? Like, where is that? How do we access them? In the bottom left of your like little taskbar down here, you will find Finder right here. And in Finder, if you go to, you'll see over here on favorites, you'll see downloads. And that'll be all your recent downloads. Just so happens that I have a couple other sticker designs already saved in here, ready to go for the next step. Here are my two new ones, again, under downloads. You can see here, these are nicely named, where these are just kind of crazy. So what I would do, if I were you, is rename them real quick. How to rename them. Click on the file once, you'll see that it glows blue on the text, and then click a second time. And then it'll highlight like this. So, astronaut, and then I can hit the return key, click once, click twice, froggy, and then return. Boom. All right. Now we got to go over some possible problems that could occur on these stickers. And I have two examples on Schoology that I want everybody to follow along with me, just in case that your designs come across these kind of common issues. So let's hop back to Safari and go to Schoology. On Schoology, in your class, you will find a folder called AI Generated Stickers right here. I'm going to click on that folder. You will see a lot more things under here, I promise, but just for right now, I have these set up for you guys. I got Ducky and I got Pineapple. Both of these are cool designs. However, they have issues, and I want to go over how you can fix them so you don't have to completely scrap your design. We're going to start with Ducky. His issue is easier. So click on the ducky.png, and it should open up in a new page like this. When it does, we want to save it to your downloads. How to do that? If you click with two fingers at the exact same time, you'll see one option is called Save Image to Downloads. Go ahead and click that. Now, there's a bunch of tabs up here. I can close the Ducky tab. If you guys don't mind, click off this Ducky back in Schoology, open up the Pineapple one, and do the same thing as well. Two-finger click, Save Image to Downloads, and then you can close out of that tab as well. All right? So if we go back to your Finder down here in the bottom left, you will find Ducky, Pineapple. Let's rename them. Click once, click twice, Ducky, click once, click twice, Pineapple. Hit return. All right. These are going to be the ones that we're going to start with, just, to kind of show you the common issues. So Ducky, I want to open him up in Photoshop. Hopefully by now we have Photoshop on our taskbar. If not, we'll take a quick second and I'll show you how to do that, because this is how easy it is to open a file in Photoshop. We're going to take Ducky. You're going to click and drag Ducky onto the Photoshop icon and let go. It'll just automatically open up in Photoshop. If Photoshop wasn't open, it might have to open the program up, but then eventually you'll be in, okay? Let's zoom in on this. There's two good ways to zoom in. You can pinch and pull on the trackpad, which is probably the most intuitive. The other one that you'll find me probably using more is I hold down the Command key on the keyboard, and if I tap the minus key, I'll zoom out, and if I tap the plus key, I'll zoom in. Up to you, whatever you think works better. I notice that sometimes the pinch and pull can lag, so just a heads up on that one. All right, the thing that we want to get rid of in this duck image right here is this circle guy right there. And the best way to do that, honestly, is the eraser tool. Over here on the left, you will find all of Photoshop's tools, and this is going to look overwhelming. In this project, we're only really going to use 3, and that way we'll keep it nice and simple for everybody. We'll kind of learn them as we go. The eraser is about halfway down. It looks like one of those pink erasers right here. You could just hit E on the keyboard. In this little video that's playing right here, you'll see it says eraser tool, and then in like a square E. That is the hotkey that you can press to select the eraser tool. All right. So now that the eraser tool is selected, I can zoom in and I can erase little parts. But let's go over getting your eraser tool set up to the best of your ability real quick before I do that. Somewhere on your image, just whenever you have the eraser tool selected, click with 2 fingers. It'll open up this. It might look like, let me close out of my other ones. It might look something like this. If you can find a general brushes folder, open it up. And I want you to look for one called Hard Round. This gives you clean edges. If you have that, just double click on hard round. Now, hard round might be really big at first. Like it might be so big that if you click, it'll just do that, right? So how to change the size of the brush. There are two ways. I'm going to show you both, but I'm going to tell you which one is better. The old way is going up here to the top left. Right now it's currently 100 pixels big. If I click this drop down arrow, see where it says size right there? I can use this slider to like decrease it. And there we go. But the much better way are the hotkeys. If you look at your keyboard where the letter P is, you're going to find two brackets. The left bracket, every time you tap it, makes the brush smaller. The right bracket, every time you tap it, makes the brush bigger. So I'm going to left bracket this and decrease it. And then I can just kind of go in and erase the background of the duck, like that. Okay? Once it's chipped away at closer to the duck, I can use the right bracket, make my brush bigger, and get the rest out, like that. Okay? You're going to want to go ahead and I want everybody to do that to the duck in this demo in class. But if you're watching this on your own, that is the easiest way to probably erase elements that you don't want. Okay? Minus out, and we'll just get rid of that for right now. All right. Let's go back into your Finder. So open up Finder, and I want to show you the second possible issue that we might have. This is probably way more rare. And this one's more advanced to fix, but I want to go over it regardless. So pineapple. Go back to your downloads folder and grab the pineapple. Click and drag the pineapple into the Photoshop icon as well and let go. And you'll see that it's a brand new file. If you look up at the top, you'll see two tabs, Ducky and Pineapple. So Pineapple used to have the green stuff on the top of them, but the AI generator took it away because the background was also green. I want to add it back in. Though I don't want to like delete this. So over here on the right side of your screen, you will find a layers tab where we only have layer 1 right now, and that's the pineapple. We want to make a new one, and we're going to draw green underneath it. So what we do, down here in the bottom right, there's all these buttons. Don't worry about them just yet. This one right here with the plus sign, if you click it, it'll make a new layer. So let's go ahead and do that now. See how it says layer 2 right here? That's where we can draw the green stuff. But first, notice how layer 2 is above layer 1? Check this out. Don't worry about what I'm doing just yet. We'll further explain this in more detail coming up. But if I were to draw right now, hold on, I got a lot of stuff set up. Holy moly, all my settings. The green is over him, right? But watch this. If I take layer 2 and I click and drag it below layer 1, oh, well, hey, now it's behind him. Now we're good to go, right? So let me dial back before we draw anything. Take layer 2 right here and move it below layer 1 by clicking and dragging. All right, time to draw. How did I do all that? You're looking for a tool over here called the brush tool on the left side. You could just hit the key B on your keyboard and that will bring it up. Colors. I really go down here to the bottom right to choose my colors. See how it has this like lime green right here? Double click this little color box, whatever yours is, and you can use these sliders on the right to kind of change the colors. And then you can use this big box to pick the individual shade. So I'm going to get a better green this time, like this one. Where it says current, that's the color that I currently have. If I hit OK right now, new is the color that I will have selected. So I like my dark green. I'm going to hit OK. Similar to the eraser tool, real quick, click with 2 fingers, find that general brushes folder again, and double click on the hard round option right here. All right, use your bracket keys, get your size set up, make it look nice. This might be more tricky too, depending on how detailed that you have to get, right? Like, so I can use a bigger brush in this area, but now I'm gonna wanna zoom in. I'm really zoomed in. You can even see the pixels here. And I'm just going to draw in these. And again, you might literally never have to do this with your AI generated ideas. This is if you get one, you're like, oh, it's so sick. This is so cool. But something's wrong with it or whatever, Like, here are two easy ways for you to fix it: the brush tool and the eraser tool. And I do want you to all do these with Pineapple and Ducky, so that way I know that you know how to do it. Alright, almost done. Ducky, I'm not going to go back and finish that up for the sake of this video. I won't take up your time with that. But Pineapple, good to go. Alright, we want to save Pineapple because we just edited Pineapple. How to save? Up in the top of Photoshop, you will see File, Edit, Image, etc. Click on File, and after you do that, you will see Save right here. So go ahead and do File, Save. Afterwards, everything should be okay because we're saving over the last one. So where it says downloads, we can do that. We can hit save and then hit OK. It might ask you to replace. If it does, just replace it because we don't really need the other one. And then we're good. So now we have both of those. So I'm going to close both of these tabs, Pineapple and Ducky. Don't save Ducky. And let's go back into our Finder. So, it's saved as a PSD. That is why, which that's totally fine. We could use that one coming up as well. So if you did have to edit any of your stickers, I guess they'll come up as PSDs. So we can actually probably delete the PNG. To delete a file, what you're going to want to do after every project is like done and submitted, click and drag it onto this trash can in the bottom right and let go. I'm also going to get rid of Ducky. Bye, Ducky. The trash can is full. You can literally see there's trash in it. To get rid of that, if you want to, which I hope you do, two-finger click and do empty trash. You'll get this little thing, hit empty trash, and poof, it's gone. All right. You're going to need 6 stickers to get into this final part of the project. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 2 possible rocket options. I kind of liked both, so we'll kind of see where I go with that. All right. Last part of the project, getting your prints ready to go, like this one right here. All right, open up Photoshop, straight up, just click Photoshop. This is the home screen of Photoshop. Up here, you're gonna hit New File, all right? Boom. In New File, where we wanna go? We wanna go to Print, because we're gonna be printing these sticker designs. And under Print, you're gonna find Letter right here on the left. Click on that, and then everything's automatically set up for you, which is easy peasy, right? So go down to the bottom right and then hit create, and you should get a tall white rectangle. Now, there's one more thing I want to do. Don't mind me right now. I'm just kind of like changing something real quick. Workspace, reset essentials. There we go. My right side of the screen probably looked different than yours in the last part of the video. I want to get it to look like yours, and we'll change it together right now. This whole area up here with colors, swatches, gradients, patterns on the top right, we don't need it, and it takes up too much space. So where this little button is, with these like slashes, click on that, and at the bottom of the options, you will find Close Tab Group. Then you'll only have layers and properties. Now, you'll need a lot more room for layers than you will properties. So if you hover over the middle of it, see where that cursor is kind of like this, right here, where like the arrows are changing? Click and drag layers up a little bit more just to give layers a couple more room. I like to save this mode. That way if anything goes wrong, we can fix it. So go back to Window real quick, hover over Workspace, and you want to do New Workspace. I already did this for another video, and I named my new workspace Digital Design. So if I ever go to Window, Workspace, Digital Design, it literally will go back to exactly how we had it set up. So if you hit a weird button and it changes something or whatever, you can always do, ready, Window, Workspace, Digital Design. Okay, that's our emergency button if something looks weird or wrong. All right, the fun stuff now. Getting our stickers in and ready to print. Go back to Finder. Go back to your downloads part of your Finder right here. And we're going to do one sticker at a time. You can move this window over, and I do want you to kind of like squish it down a little bit or move it over, get it kind of set up, because we want to be able to see a little bit of the white square of Photoshop. I can even actually shimmy this over right now as well, if you want to. Oh, the way that I'm doing this, I am placing 2 fingers down on the trackpad, not clicking, but placing, and I'm just kind of bobbing them around. All right, let's start with our pineapple that we edited, or whatever sticker design you want, because now we could all be at different stickers. Click, drag, and drop it into the white square. You'll see this little box come up around it. Your best bet right now with this, shrink this guy down pretty far. Something about there. You do have to fit 6 of these on, and if you can't perfectly fit them in later, I'm going to show you what to do. But once you get them in, kind of center them or get them lined up to kind of like the top left, and then hit the return key, and you'll notice that that box goes away. So we're going to go back into the Finder real quick, and I want to do this to each one. So I'm going to take Froggy, click, drag, shrink, get them up here to like the top right, hit return. Go back to Finder, Astronaut, click, drag, get them in like the middle left, maybe about there. Leave a little bit of breathing room in them, and it's going to make your life a lot easier when you're cutting these out. Back to Finder, some sneakers, click, drag, drop it over here. And then last but not least, we'll try, I liked this rocket ship better, but I was worried that some of this stuff is going to look weird when I put the outline on it. Well, we'll find out live, right? Hit return. And then ice cream. This one was pretty solid and easy. All right, I have my stickers. But now I want to add those cool outline effects to them. And the good news is you really only have to do it for one, and then we can essentially copy paste it to all the other ones. So we'll start with, if you look at your layers over here, we'll start with ice cream, and we'll kind of work our way down. So when you have the ice cream layer, or whatever sticker you have, I guess, last selected, you'll be able to tell the layer is selected because it's light gray, and it has this little box around it. Ready? Ask yourself now, which one do I have selected? If you said sneakers, you're wrong. It's astronaut. And then rocket 1, froggy, etc. So we're going to start with ice cream. Those cool outlines I had on for my other design, how you want to do this, where it says FX at the bottom, think of that as like special effects. So I'm going to click on that layer, and you're going to see a couple options pop up. There's even more if you kind of let the arrow go down. The one that we use is stroke, and stroke is not like a heart attack. It's like an outline. So when you hit stroke, here this window will pop up. Let me make sure that ice cream is still shown. And right now you can see this little yellow outline around my ice cream. I want you to change a couple things first. Make sure that your settings are my settings. Size, let's just go an even 10. Position, let's make it on the outside. Blend mode normal, opacity 100. Color, whatever color it is, click on it, change that to white for right now, okay? And then we'll hit okay. After we do that with white, what I want you to do is there's this little plus sign right here. That'll make another stroke. I've already done it, so I don't really want to add more and more of these. But see how I have a second one right here? If you do too, click on your second one, and you'll see that it activates with this little check mark right there that I'm hovering over. In here, I want to add further like settings to it. So for the second one, instead of a 10 size, do 20. Position outside, blend mode normal, opacity 100. Here, pick your own color. What I do when the color picker comes up, I clicked on, hold on, let me go back over here. I clicked on this black color right here. Move this window away from your sticker design, because then what you do, if you click anywhere in your sticker design, you'll see that it picks that color. See how it's like going to there, going to the pink, going to the white, etc. I like the pink, so I'll hit OK. And I'm going to hit OK again. Now, if you look here, there, I have a white outline and then a colorful outline. Now, we're going to add, ready for this, one more. Yikes. So how do I do that since I already hit OK? I could just go back to FX, right? And then what did we do? Stroke. So we had the, right here, the white one, and then if you click the second one, your color one. Hit the plus sign a third time to get a third stroke. Right here is my third one. And here are your settings. Ready? Size, 30. Outside normal, 100. Color, go black. Just a solid black on this one. And then hit OK. And that way, it's really nice and easy to cut out with scissors when we're all said and done. All right. If you look at your ice cream layer, you'll see that it has 3 stroke effects to it. And it'll even say FX right here. something to just save some space. See this little up arrow right there where my cursor is? Hit that and it'll collapse it. That way it doesn't take up so much room. Now, we can copy paste this to the other 5 stickers. Here's how you do it. With the ice cream layer selected, click with 2 fingers, and you're going to get a menu. If you hold or move down, it's huge. The one that you're looking for is pretty close to the bottom, and it's called Copy Layer Style. Click on that. Then, what we could do is go to your rocket layer right here, or well, whatever your second sticker is. Click with 2 fingers, go all the way down, paste layer style. Boom, there we go. Collapse it, sneakers. Click with 2 fingers, all the way down, paste layer style, collapse it. So essentially rinsing and repeating. Our literal last and final step, though, coming up, will be changing the colors from each sticker so that way they're not all the ice cream pink. So again, paste layer style, collapse, paste layer style, and collapse. All right, so we'll go to Rocket 1 right here. I guess I shouldn't have collapsed these, but I guess I can open it back at the same time. The second stroke effect that you see on these layers, double click on the word stroke, and it'll open up in this menu. See where it has the pink color right here? Click once on that, and then go somewhere in your next design and choose a different color for it. I'm trying to get this orange one for this one. Kind of similar, though. Maybe I'll go blue for the rocket. Yeah, all right. Or maybe I'll even go this dark one. Cool, okay. And I'll hit OK and OK. I'll collapse the rocket. I'll open up the sneaker. I'll double click on that. Oh, you'll notice the sneaker's hidden. So I'm going to swipe with 2 fingers and just move this over here so I can see the sneakers. And then double click the pink, and we'll go blue on the sneakers. Hit OK, hit OK. Collapse the sneaker layer, open up the astronaut, double click on the stroke effect, the second one, click on the color. Yellow? Looks gold? Yeah, that looks sharp. Hit OK, hit OK. Collapse the astronaut, only 2 more. Froggy, open them up, double click the stroke, yep. Click the color, and this one's going to be pretty obvious. We're going to go green, hit OK, hit OK, close, pineapple, double click stroke. I'm thinking probably just yellow. Go click the color, and then yellow. Yeah, hit OK, hit OK, close that. And there it is. There's our finished sticker sheet. So, guys, there's one last part. This one's kind of like the boring stuff, but it is really important. This is the only way you're going to get your prints. Ready? File. And then you're going to do 2 things. If we haven't already done this, we're going to do save as no matter what. So file, save as. Now, if you see save to Creative Cloud at the top, that's good because you always want to Creative Cloud save everything. See how I have stickers 1 down here? So I'll do sticker set 2. You could do sticker set 1. And then hit save. If you don't see the Creative Cloud thing there, call me over. I'll find it with you. But when you do save, you should see this little cloud icon right up here in the top left. If you do, that's good. That means it's Creative Cloud saved, and that's far better. All right, but when you are done a project, you're done, you don't need to edit it anymore, here's how I want you to save it in order to upload it to Schoology. Ready? Go back to File, go back to Save As, but instead where it says Save to Creative Cloud, in the bottom left, you'll notice on your computer. So click that, and when you get that, here's some things, right? The only thing you need to change is where. Just to make things easier for you to find it later, don't put it in downloads or whatever it says. Click that and change it to desktop right there. You can leave the name as stickersets2.psd. That's perfect. Everything else is good default. Hit save. This option here just asks like, hey, do you want like good quality? Yeah, for sure. Hit OK. And then if I minimize out of Photoshop the yellow dot up here, and let me close out of all my other stuff. Back on my desktop, you'll notice this right here, sticker set 2. Now this file, if I were to go to Schoology and you know how you see like submit assignment, you can literally click and drag that file into the submission box and it's attached. And that way I can print your files for you. All right, guys, that's it. Good job.